Hi guys, it's day 285 of the national lockdown here in South Africa, and we're on level 3. Today, my mom and I went to the University of Cape Town Lung Institute in Mowbray to have our COVID tests done. Um, I have to admit, I wasn't ready for that. Um, Everything ran smoothly. The tests were done very quickly. What they did was they asked us to spit into a little cup. Um, and then they took 5 vials of blood and they took samples from up our noses. The hardest thing ever, the hardest thing ever, and and we were done. This is also basically based on a study that they're doing, so it is the reason why I was able to get my COVID test done very, very quickly and get the results. So the results came in, and I'm COVID positive. Um, just thinking, just thinking about where I was this time last year or the beginning of the pandemic. It's like, oh my gosh, I hope to God I'm not going to get this virus. And then, oh my God, I'm so over this. I'm over the lockdown. I'm over everything. And just to realize that I've got the virus, and my mom also has the virus. I genuinely hope that my mom's symptoms would be less, um, not less, because her symptoms are different to mine. She can still taste, she can still smell. Um, I think she's got body aches and feeling a little bit tired, fatigue. Um, I'm trying to make sure that she is eating. So we're not too sure how we got infected. I'm not too sure if I infected my mom or our neighbor infected her, because our neighbor's sister-in-law has been tested positive with COVID-19, and she, excuse me, has been isolating. But she hasn't showed any symptoms, but my mom has. So it's going to be that it's me. But my dad shows no symptoms at all. And they're sharing the same bed. So it is very weird to see that is happening. But then again, I kind of looked at this way. The downtime that I have been since Boxing Day, the only interaction I've had is with my mom, not with my dad. So I wouldn't have infected him. But then, if that's the case, if my mom is contagious, she should be infecting my dad, because they are in the same bedroom. They're always together. My brother. Yeah. My brother's also showing no signs or symptoms of the virus. Um, yeah, now we know. The advice that they were given to us is that we need to treat every symptom that happens. So, like for example, if you feel nauseous, get nausea tablets. If you've got a headache, get Panados or Advil. Stomach cramps, get the medication for that. There isn't a specific um, tablet that will cure you from this virus. That's the reason why they're not giving you antibiotics. I'm taking steroids for my lungs. Um, I'm just hoping that the 8 days that I've got these medication, that something happens, because I'm very dubious when the tablets run out and I'm still having the same problem. So does that mean should I then go to the hospital to get the treatment? I really don't know. Didn't sleep at all last night. Um, my breathing became so shallow that um, I was getting a little bit a little bit uneasy because it was so shallow that I could stop breathing. And the minute I thought that I can actually stop breathing, I worked myself into a state. So I slept sitting up, which I've never done. Um, yeah. When I came home from the UCT Lung Institute, um, I had lunch, had my meds, and I went to sleep. Um, it was a good sleep. It was a really, really good sleep. And then the after effects of my steroids for my lungs has kicked in, so I'm very sweaty right now. Got the fan going on. Need to wash my hair. And I've had supper. I actually made it myself, which was kind of weird because there are times where I can't be on my feet for that long because I'm either going to kill over. The only issue that I have right now is having to calm everyone that's in the house, because my mom has fainting spells when she works herself up into a tiz, and I kind of feel that her symptoms is exaggerated. It's because she's in worry mode, because she's a mother, and which doesn't really work in the dynamics of my father, because my father gets irritated when he is treated like he doesn't know what he's doing, but he does. Like today, he was like literally losing his shit because he couldn't find the remote to the TV, and the remote was right next to his table. He just couldn't see it. But if he was calm, it wouldn't have happened. And my brother is, I don't know, going through a divorce. I'm not too sure. He's living with us, separated from his wife. And it's just like, my mom is worried about that. And it's worried about how it's being perceived onto social media, because there's been I don't know, I'm not going to get into that. So yeah, so that is happening. By rights, my brother and my dad should have been tested, because it would be interesting to see as to why they're not showing any symptoms. I do feel that I am further in my illness than my mom is. This morning when I saw her, she looked like death. She looked like death. It's very hard to be emotional because it's going to affect my chest, so it just kind of felt like I was responsible of my mom dying. But then she washed her face and she was fine. This is day 285, and I'll see you tomorrow.